you have your studies, you know exactly what you want to do, whether you've prioritized for 6 months or a year. How do you start the process of designing that study?
Yeah, it starts with identifying what metrics you're wanting to target to see an improvement. So if it's a wean to market study that you're looking to improve average daily gain or feed conversion, you need to understand what the variation is in the research barn you're going to do the evaluation, or if it's a field project. What is the natural variation that you're going to see? And then we can do a power of test to make sure we get enough observations. That's probably the most important, or one of the more important things, is getting the study powered correctly, because you don't want to dedicate a ton of time and a ton of effort and not get a statistical outcome just because you didn't have enough pens or didn't have enough animals. So that's probably the first step, is what trait are you trying to improve? And each of those might have a different amount of variation. And if it's a mortality question, that's going to have an entirely different number of observations that you need and typically more animals than if you were just doing a growth evaluation. And if it's a breed to wean evaluation, the same story there. If you're trying to target total born, you need a certain number of sows. If you're targeting farrowing rate, it's a different number of sows. So that's probably the most important thing, is clearly stating what your objectives are in terms of measuring and what you're trying to improve. Then it just comes down to where you're going to do the evaluation and how are you going to account for all the outside noise and variation that you could potentially see. In a wean to market barn, we have tunnel ventilated barns. So location in the barn is important. So we try to block pens within a quote unquote replicate in one location of the barn, and we try to get the starting weights the same. So that allotment process to remove all the outside noise and within a replicate, the only differences you really want are the differences between treatments, so that you get as clean of an answer as you possibly can and don't end up with bias or a potential confounding in the end that could lead you down the wrong answer.